The ministry of presence is one of the most powerful things you will ever offer another human being. And most of us accidentally ruin it in the first 10 seconds by opening our mouths. Today, you are going to walk away with a simple 3-word framework for showing up when someone you love is hurting, even when you have absolutely no idea what to say. And here's the first thing worth knowing. Research published in the International Journal of Listening found that people who received active listening felt significantly more understood than people who received advice. The person who listened well outperformed the person who gave great advice. So, if you have ever frozen in that moment thinking, I do not have the right words, that freeze might be closer to the right response than you realize. I'm Coach Janet J, and this is your next best step. Today, I'm going to share what Job's friends got exactly right before they got absolutely everything wrong. Most of us were trained to be helpful, and helpful usually means fix it, explain it, or find the silver lining as fast as humanly possible. I understand the instinct. When someone we care about is in pain, we want their pain to shrink. We also want our own discomfort to shrink. So we reach for something, anything, advice, theology, perspective, a story about how everything will work out. And here is what is interesting. That impulse comes from a genuinely good place. We do care. We do want to help. Yet, in the early minutes, sometimes early days, of grief, shock, or heartbreak, all that well-meaning input can land on a person like distance. Like you are standing on the other side of a window waving, rather than sitting beside them. Here's the idea I want you to hold on to. Presence is active love. It is choosing to sit with someone in the hard place instead of rushing to decorate the hard place with solutions. Job 2:13. Job's 3 friends get a lot of criticism in the Bible, and honestly, they earn most of it later. They go off the rails with bad theology and worse timing. However, at the beginning, they get it exactly right. When they first arrive, they sit with Job on the ground for 7 days and 7 nights. No speeches, no fixing, no, have you considered that God is teaching you something? They say nothing because they can see that his suffering is enormous. That is ministry. And Romans 12:15 gives us the same heart in one line. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Notice it does not say fix those who mourn. It does not say explain to those who mourn why this is part of God's plan. It says mourn with them. Match their pace. Enter their experience. Now, if you are listening and thinking, okay, I get why presence matters, what does it actually look like in the moment? That is exactly where we are headed. Stay with me because the framework is simple and it sticks. So, why does just being there matter so much? As it turns out, your body already knows the answer. First, your nervous system registers the people around you. A well-known study by Dr. James Coan and colleagues, published in Psychological Science, used fMRI brain scans, those scans that let researchers watch which areas of the brain light up during different experiences. What they found was that simple hand-holding during a stressful situation reduced the threat-related brain activity, and the effect was strongest in high-quality relationships. Your calm Steady presence physically helps another person's system find its own steadiness. Second, according to social baseline theory, also from Dr. Coan's research, our brains are wired to expect supportive people nearby. When those people are present, coping with stress takes less effort. When they are absent, everything feels harder. So, when you show up, you are literally sharing the load. When you listen well, you are doing something powerful. So, what does the ministry of presence actually look like in real life? I want to give you 3 words: stay, soften, specify. Stay means you remain in the moment with them. You do not fill the silence with noise. You do not glance at your phone. If there is a pause, you let it breathe. Silence in the presence of someone safe is one of the most healing experiences a human being can have. Soften means you pay attention to your face, your voice, and your body. Unclench your jaw, lower your shoulders, speak more slowly. Research tells us that tone of voice often communicates more care than the actual words we choose. Your body language is doing ministry before your mouth says a single thing. Specify means that when you do offer to help, you make it small and concrete. Instead of, let me know if you need anything, which puts one more decision on someone already depleted, offer one specific thing. I am dropping off dinner on Thursday. You do not need to answer right now. I will text you before I come. That shift from vague offer to specific action removes the burden of asking from someone who is barely holding on. Here are a few lines that work when you genuinely do not know what to say. I'm so sorry. I'm right here. You do not have to explain anything. I'm staying. That makes sense that you feel that way. And then pause. Let quiet do its work. This practice touches every pillar. Emotionally, it reduces the aloneness inside the pain. Mentally, it lowers the pressure to explain it or manage it well. Physically, steady presence helps regulate the stress response. And spiritually, it mirrors God's own character, the God who draws near to the brokenhearted, the God who does not rush us through our grief. And if you want to feel what this is like right now, here is a 1-minute practice. Think of someone in your life who is going through a hard season. Picture their face. Now, silently say, I do not need to fix this. I just need to stay. Notice how your body responds when you release the pressure to have the answer. That is what presence feels like for you and for them. And if you are listening today and you are the one who is hurting, you do not have to sound strong to be worthy of care. You are allowed to need people. That is how God designed it. So let's bring this together. When someone you love is in pain, your instinct to help is good. And the most helpful version of you in that moment is the one who stays, softens, and specifies. Stay in the moment. Soften your body and your voice. And when you offer to help, make it specific and small. You do not need perfect words. You need willingness. You need steadiness. That is love in action. And that is exactly what Job's friends modeled before they forgot what they knew. Lord, make us the kind of people who stay. Give us the wisdom to listen well, the courage to sit in the hard places, and the compassion that does not rush. Comfort those who are suffering today and shape us into safe presence for the people you have placed in our lives. Amen. Here is your next best step. This week, give someone 5 minutes of your presence. No advice, no fixing, no silver lining. If you need one line to start, I am here. And if you are looking for a simple daily practice to ground yourself before you show up for anyone else, head over to yournextbeststep.com and grab the free 5-minute daily reset. It is a great place to start.